Today, year fours and fives, we're going to learn in maths all about scale and scaling. Now, scaling things is when you make things bigger or smaller than their original version. And you can see examples of scale in lots of places in real life. Maps, for example. If you were to make a drawing, a two-dimensional drawing of an area where you live, for example, a life-size map's going to require a huge piece of paper, isn't it? You're going to need a map exactly the same size as the place you live. That's crazy, isn't it? Have a look at a map with Brough on it. It's tiny, isn't it, compared to the real size of Brough? It's been scaled down. It's been made really small because you can't fit a life-size map onto a computer screen or onto a sheet of paper. We have to scale it down. That's the word we're thinking about when we make things smaller or bigger than their original size. Let's go back to my smartboard presentation. And some of you might go out and use Ordnance Survey maps when you're walking in the countryside. I do. Models are made to scale. You'd struggle to fit a racing car in your bedroom, but you can fit Matchbox versions in there. The company Matchbox, who's got a Matchbox toy car? They originally made their toy cars to a scale of 1 to 64. So for every 1 centimetre long your model is, the real car is 64 centimetres long. There's some examples of some Matchbox cars there. Or you could make their model planes. And they're on a 1 to 72 scale. So for every 1 centimetre that a plane is, the model of them is 1 centimetre. The plane is 72 times bigger. People also make scale drawings for designs and plans. You might recognise this. It's the Space Shuttle from many, many years ago when the American Space Shuttle used to go into space. And that's not the size of the real Space Shuttle, is it? It's a tiny version. It's drawn to scale. And that's the scale plan of the inside of a house. That might be a kitchen. That might be some bathrooms there. It's drawn to scale. The same way as, let's say, a real horse might be 1500 millimeters high, 1500 millimeters high. If it was drawn to scale where it was a 1 to 10 scale, it would only be 150 millimeters high on the drawing. Now, we're going to look today at recipes. When you see a recipe for things like cupcakes, muffins, or scones, they're rarely for one. People don't bake things for one, do they? Unless it's maybe a big cake. They're usually scaled up with the ingredients to make something like 10. So, we are going to go into the Brough kitchen. Brough children have been having a go at making and baking desserts. However, some of these quantities are bizarre. Can you help me scale them to the right amount? Bryony's ice cream pudding for one person. We need to know how many scoops of vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and strawberry ice cream we need. But look, her ice cream pudding for 2 people needs 4 scoops of vanilla, 2 scoops of chocolate, and 2 scoops of strawberry. So if we were to scale it down, what are we going to do with those amounts to scale it back for one person? We've got what we need for 2 people. For one person, look at the link. It's half of the amount, isn't it? So we would need 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, 1 scoop of chocolate ice cream, and 1 scoop of strawberry ice cream to make Brownie's delicious ice cream pudding for one person. How about Robert's blueberry muffins? This recipe makes 6. 100 grams of flour, 2 eggs, 50 grams of baking powder, 20 milliliters of milk, and 20 blueberries. Now, to make 3, it's the same link again, isn't it? What's the link between 6 and 3? Well, 6 is twice as many as 3, so we need to half all these amounts to make Robert's blueberry muffins for 3. Half of 100 is 50. Half of 2 eggs is 1 egg. Half of 50 grams is 25 grams of baking powder. Half of 20 milliliters of milk is 10 milliliters of milk. And half of 20 blueberries are how many blueberries? Yeah, 10 blueberries. And that's scaling. Here we've had to scale down. Here we're going to need to scale up. So, for Eva's fruit salad recipe for 2 people, we've got 1 apple, 1 orange, 1 pear, 3 small melons, 3 bananas, 15 blueberries, and 21 strawberries. For 4 people, what are we going to need to do? The relationship between 2 and 4, well, 2 is double 4. So you're going to have to double all of these amounts. 2 apples, 2 oranges, 2 pears, 6 melons, 6 bananas. And I'm going to leave you to work out the blueberries and the strawberries. So it's going to be over to you for the rest of the questions. We've got Izzy's double chocolate cookies. And here, this makes 48. This makes 12. What's the relationship with 48 and 12? What do you need to do to 12 to get to 48? What do you need to multiply it by? Yep, you need to multiply it by 4. So these are 4 times bigger, these amounts. So we're going to have to divide all of these by 4 to get the right amount. So it's going to get a little bit tricky. What do we do to divide by 4? We half and half again. So let's do the first one. Half of 250 is 125. Half of 125 is 62.5, because half of 120 is 60 and half of 5 is 2.5, isn't it? Add them 2 together, you get 62.5 grams of flour. You might need your whiteboard and a whiteboard pen to start working out the rest of these. I'm going to start leaving you to it now. You're going to have to find quarter of 20, quarter of 50, quarter of 10, and so on to find out the recipe for 12 cookies. The same for Aaron's Victoria Sponge. Look, you've got 1 cake and 8 cakes. What you're going to have to do to get 8 Victoria, it's a lot of cakes, isn't it? 8 Victoria Sponge cakes. 1 to 8 means you're going to have to multiply by 8. So all these numbers are going to have to be multiplied by 8. And there's 1, 2. We've got recipes for Scarlett's Sumptuous Shortbread, Ella's Bread Loaves, Sam's Super Brownies, and Max's Scones. Have a look at the relationship between the 2 sets of numbers and work out how many you have to either multiply by or divide by. All of these are going from smaller amounts to larger amounts, so they all require multiplications, don't they? Whoops, let's put that back there. Over to you. I want you to give this a go. I'll be online to help you out if you're on during lesson time. Get some help from parents if you need it. And remember, today's lesson, the key word is scaling. What does scaling mean? It means changing the amount of something to make it larger or smaller than the original version. Just like we looked at with our toy cars and our maps and our drawings, we can do the same with recipes. We're scaling up here to get a bigger amount of things by changing the recipe amounts. Let's have a go at the maths. You can do this on your Google Doc that I've set in your assignment. The space is there for all the answers. and there's two different sheets. There's a year 4 sheet and there's a harder year 4-5 sheet for some of the year 4s that want a trickier one, and for all of the year 5s I want you to do that one. Let's give it a go.